Okay, I have 20 minutes to get my shit together. I decided last minute I want to do my makeup. So here we are. I thought this was as far as I was going to get this morning, which is cute. Cute. My little belly button is hanging out. And honestly, yes. I live for my pudge. Anyways. I don't know. I got excited. I don't know. I just want to do my makeup. But I only have 20 minutes before I have to run out the house to my son's speech. But speaking of my kids, the funniest thing happened. Well, funny is a stretch. But my kids really go ham for each other. Like, they do. They fight, but they defend the shit out of each other. Always. So, the other day I was picking up my kids from school, maybe on Monday. Getting over being sick is crazy. At least my voice is better. Well, I pulled up and my first graders, it's fine. My first graders teacher came up to me and was like, right before release, like we're lined up to be released, there's a student who walked up to your child and smacked him in the face. Just like randomly, nobody knew it was coming, smacked him in the face. This child is in a special needs class, and that's why they didn't really see it coming. Like, he's just kind of whatever is happening, which I don't know, they're not allowed to tell me, and that's fine, I'm not interested. He's just cognitively not all there. Doesn't understand, can't comprehend that we don't just walk up to people and smack them. At least can't comprehend it right now. I don't know how old he is in elementary school. Can't comprehend it. Now, my first grader is a very understanding, loving, kind child to everyone but me. He bullies the dog shit out of me. But he responded with kindness and love, and he's interacted with the child before, so he already knows that, this kid is not the same as I am. This kid does not understand. He's very all put together. So he's like, he didn't hurt me. Like, I'm okay. So they're going to talk to the other students' parents, of course, and try and handle the situation as, the best that they can with the circumstances. Great. Well, my fourth grader overheard. My fourth grader, who is, he don't give a shit. Immediately, he looks my first grader's teacher in the eyes. Who did it? And she was like, she looks at me, and I'm like, I'm about to talk, and then she's like, well, I'm not allowed to disclose, like, if Malachi can tell you, if he wants to tell you, my first grader, he can tell you if he wants to tell you, but I am not allowed to legally say the child's name to you. And so Mateo looks at Malachi and goes, who was it? Malachi goes, it's not a big deal. And Mateo's like, who was it? Because we're going to go find him. And I'm like, whoa, everybody calm down. Trying to explain to my fourth grader that this child is, adults will handle it. Malachi said he's not hurt. We don't need to do anything. And then he goes real quiet, real close to Malachi and goes, who was it? I'll hit him back. And I said, no, you won't. You're not slick. I can hear you. And so that was the whole conversation. But they just come in for each other like no other. Which, if I remember correctly, so did my siblings for me, and I was the youngest. At least my sister, for sure. She was very protective. I wasn't around her that much because she was in 5th grade when I was in kindergarten, which is how Mateo will be with his youngest sibling. And I didn't go to school with my brother. He went to a different school. But anyways, they just go in hand for each other, even against me. They're so funny. They learned what roasts are, when you just talk shit on the other person. And as long as they announce that they're having a roast first, they think it's the funniest thing in the entire world. And they roast each other. They say the meanest shit. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing? And they're like, it's just a roast. It's just a roast. Nobody's mad. But the other night, I'm like making dinner or cleaning up after dinner. I can't remember which one. And they're roasting each other upstairs. I can hear them laughing, cackling. They're supposed to be getting ready for bed. And I'm not saying anything. Because, like, if you're having a good time, if we're not arguing, like, keep making those memories, baby. But then, one kid comes downstairs, the first grader, and he said, Mom. And I said, what? He said, you can't even talk because you got a big back. And I said, I wasn't even in the room. I'm not part of the roast. And then he laughed and he went upstairs. How are you going to know what a big back is in first grade? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to do sparkles today to make me feel better about my big back. Just so you know, you're never safe. When you have kids, you are never safe. And the older they get, the worse it gets. Mateo, my fourth grader the other day, he was like, Mom, you really gotta stop knocking me over with your butt. I'm so sorry, buddy. You gotta not walk so close to me. I can't walk in a straight line. I can't walk in a straight line. You have to go somewhere else. So, that's what it's like to be a parent. When your kids feel comfortable telling you anything, they will tell you anything. That's how it's been. The older they get to, the funnier it is. And it's so hard to be serious. It's so hard to be a serious parent because everything is a joke with them. And I love that because I never felt like anybody was ever playing or joking when I was a kid. It all felt very serious all of the time. I remember specifically one time I thought we were playing and my sister was like, oh no, hide me from Dad in the bedroom. So I was like trying to hide her from Dad, and Dad comes in and he's like, doesn't like dictate that he's being serious. So I think we're all joking and playing and having a good time. And then out of what felt like nowhere for a child, I was in elementary school, he just started yelling and screaming and everybody was getting in trouble because we were playing and he wasn't, but he was never like, I'm not playing right now. This is very serious. Like, I didn't know. I did not know. And it really heals something inside of me that my kids don't feel that way. That like my kids feel like they can play with me and I can be like, well, it takes a minute. It's not like a one size fits all. But I'll be like, hey, I'm not playing right now. This is a serious thing. And if I say that a few times because they're children, then they'll listen. But for the most part, it makes me really happy that we can play and have a good time and they can include me on their roast without me like getting upset and yelling and acting crazy towards an elementary schooler. Heals something inside of me. And it's the same way with my husband too. It's like they play and they roast and he roasts them appropriately and and it's a lot of fun. Another little thing is I'm gonna go to a Botox consultation. Is that the word? Consolation? Maybe? I'm gonna go talk to somebody about potentially getting Botox. And I'm actually really excited. I find it, I don't know, exciting. And I think it's so cool. And, it's not because I get migraines, but the idea that the migraines will get better if I also do, or if I do Botox, that my migraines will get a little bit better is very makes me even more excited. I don't get migraines a lot, thank goodness. My last one was about 2 weeks ago now, I think, but it is very debilitating when I have a migraine. I've had worse ones lately. They've been better. I didn't start getting them until my second pregnancy. But they used to not be, they used to be worse when I was pregnant, breastfeeding, and like as I've slowly gotten away from that with like little tiny babies, they've gotten better, but I think mostly because I can actually sit down and relax. If I'm having a migraine, I can sit down and, take a nap, which is what I did the last time I had a migraine. I took a nap. My husband gets it, and it's very like I can't function. If you get migraines, you can't function, and it's not a headache. It's completely different. It kind of starts out like a headache, but I don't know. It starts out like a headache. It's not that bad, but aggressively gets worse quickly. And at least mine, it feels like no amount of medicine helps. But every time I've gone to the doctor for them, I don't get them frequently enough to like get help, is what I'm told, which I don't know if that's true. I've only gone to the doctor twice to get help with it. So it's not like I'm like continuously going. Maybe if I was continuously going, but like I don't throw up. Thank goodness. I've thrown up once because of a migraine, but thankfully not anymore. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So the hope that if I get Botox, my migraines will get a little better. I also think I'm gonna get this pierced because they say if you get this pierced, it helps your migraines for a little while. It's like not a fix all, but there's speculation that it can help for a little while. So I'm thinking about doing that. Plus, I think it would be really cute, but I think it'd be really painful. It's thick right there. Let me pause it while I do my eyeliner. It is a good day in the eyeliner world. Okay, maybe, oh no, maybe that one's a little messed up. Hold on. Okay, it's still a good day in the eyeliner world. It's fine. Mostly because it got done fast and I have 15 minutes and I gotta be out. I gotta be out the door in 15 minutes. So I need to put on eyelashes. I need to do these eyelashes, put on eyelashes. Let me brush this hoe out. I like it when they're brushed up because they look thicker. Maybe I should get some of the glue stuff so I could like glue it up. Thankfully I don't have like super long. I just got a notification that his speech is starting in 30 minutes, but it takes us 20 minutes-ish to walk. A little less than 20 minutes to walk, and I like to walk because I want my kids to be comfortable walking places, like, and feel like it's fine. It's just exercise. I don't want them to be like, ugh, I have to go for a walk. I just want them to be like, okay, we're walking somewhere, So we walk a lot of places. So I want them to be healthy and have healthy habits. Which is not easy to do. I'm gonna be so honest. We do not live far from their school, and they're like, do we have to walk? It's 50 degrees outside. I'm like, oh, you spoiled little babies. Which I was spoiled too, but I took a bus, so it's different. But we could take a bus, but we don't need to. There's no reason for them to take a bus. I don't have a job. Well, I do have a job, but it's not like a whatever. I'm home, so I can take them. So it's not a big deal. Today though is their first day coming home by themselves. I'm terrified. I am terrified. We have one busy street and it has like one stop sign on the whole street. It's super long. The stop sign's only by the school. And I hate that they're going to cross it. But they're old enough to come home by themselves. And they really want to. So we've talked about, you know, staying together, watching for cars. We've practiced for the last couple of weeks. And now I'm going to let them do it. And I am scared, to say the least, but they know the rules and I have to trust that they're going to follow the rules. And mostly I'm scared that I'm going to have more consequences because they didn't listen to the rules or that they got hurt. And the rules are simple. Stay together, come straight home, watch for cars. That's it. Shouldn't be hard. But you know kids, they just be doing shit. Oh, that's the wrong drawer. We'll do these ones again. I'm gonna cut them a little bit shorter this time though. But yeah, they just be doing shit to do shit. And it's like, why are you doing that? And they're like, I don't know. Little brains are just not there, man. Just not there. So hopefully they don't fall into that. Plus there's like some kids, there's a lot of kids that are unsupervised and don't listen and nobody's like checking them. Including like the people at the school. They just ignore. Ooh, I hope it's not too short. They just like ignore what's going on. And I see it in real time. Okay, all right, it's cool. And I see it in real time because I'm at the school all the time. Like I'm about to be up at the school again. Ah! I'm running out of time. Okay. And I see it all the time. And it just sucks. It just sucks. And I don't want my kids to be influenced like that. But just because I don't want it to happen doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And then somebody said on the internet, oh shit, that was a lot of glue. Somebody said on the internet, I was watching videos last night, bed rotting when I should have been sleeping. And this person was like, adolescence is for growing, I could cry, is for growing independent from your parents. It's for making mistakes. It's for learning how to do all of the stuff, right? Not all of the stuff, but the stuff. And that is really what made me say, okay, my kids can walk home from school by themselves or ride their bikes home from school by themselves. Because at some point, I have to let them learn how they want to act in the world. And it starts with little freedoms like this one. And it's okay. And I'm going to figure it out. But it's really hard for me. I'm a little bit of a control freak. I got a lot of anxiety. So it's hard. But it's going to be okay. We're going to get through it. We're going to let them be independent. I trust them. They always act so amazing when I'm not around. When I'm not there, they don't be assholes, okay? So I'm thinking it's fine. But I am a bit nervous. It's the first time. I take them outside every day. I am with them at the park every time. I'm with them outside every time. They're hardly ever without me in life. So it's hard. And I know, you don't gotta tell me. I know I'm a helicopter mom. I know. But the world is crazy, okay? And people are crazy. And I just want my kids to have a safe space. And I have to realize I can't have a safe space all the time. And that's a hard realization. And if you are a parent like me, it's a hard realization, okay? I'm gonna put these eyelashes on. I'll be right back because I only have 5 minutes. Okay, on the way out the door. This is the final look. But, oh my goodness. It's fine. We're gonna have to drive, but that's okay. that way because we had a pants crisis, but it's fine. Just remember, out the door, to remind yourself today, now what is in your brain is what comes out into reality. So make sure you say your affirmations today. Tell yourself you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna have a beautiful day. You're gonna laugh. You're beautiful, amazing. You're determined. It's gonna be wonderful. Have a good day.